Yeah, the car was hooked up tonight. I don't know if it was the best car we've had this year, but it was definitely pretty close. I think the night we wrecked, that was probably the best car I had. But she was close tonight, and all that mattered was we were able to finish first. I checked my mirrors a couple times, and I noticed he was getting a little bit closer, I think he had a little bit faster car than I did, but I don't know if he had enough to go around me. And when I talked to him out there, he said he wanted to make sure he did it cleanly. So, much respect to him for saying that. Yeah, I got to thank CSB Communications, Smedley Crane, Laser Crazy, DNF Wraps, Paula's $5 Paparazzi, JSB Motorsports, and I think that's all I have now.
I think we had a good car. I think we had one of the better cars in the race. We had a little bit better car in the 19. I just couldn't really I started overdriving at the end, and I wasn't really faster in a spot where I could pass him. So it kind of took away my ability to get by him. I think there's a chance. I was really just trying to get close enough to where I could make a mistake and possibly give me the bottom, but I wasn't really in a position where I could pass him cleanly. My car was really better on entry, and you can't really pass on entry without getting on someone's inside here without wrecking them. I got to thank Heidi's Creations, Critical Signs, R&G Seal Coating, Busy Bees Learning Center, Iron Horse Equipment, Chris Automotive, and then my mom and dad.
I feel really good about our car tonight. We had a great car coming off of a win last week. We did a bunch of maintenance this week, tuned a few things, and I feel we were just as good as we were last week. I think if we had a few more laps, we may have been able to get up there and really contend for the first place position, but I'm willing to accept third. Pretty happy to be on the podium again. We have been consistent, and we're going to hopefully be consistent for the rest of the season if we can stay out of trouble and keep finishing on the podium. Try to battle back into points here a little bit. We fell back early. We had some bad luck, but I think we're in pretty good shape right now. Well, I don't have the car to look at, but anyways, PJ Ladola, he's here tonight. Valley's Lawn and Landscape, Bears Oil, Northern Fabrication, the Crafty Toolbox, Squid Decals, GP Fence, Sullivan's Automotive Group, Sanger Family. That's about it for right now. Hard for me to remember them all the time, but they're all great people, and I really appreciate all their support that they give me.
It's just work in progress, I guess. We've been decent all season, just we couldn't find that little bit extra we needed. And this week I said, let's go back in our notes to, 2016, 2017, when I, won 12 race or whatever. And we put a little bit of added into it tonight, and I guess it definitely helped, and hopefully it's just a thing, things to come for the next couple of weeks here. Well, like I said, it's the first night with this package, so I think we can tune on it and make it better. And, King Gray Coach Lines, Safeco Foam, Sun Valley Fire Equipment, Stafford Sand and Gravel, Whip Sporting Goods, Tom Howard and Carol, I got to thank them. Just everybody that's on the car helps me get here to Victory Lane. And, Joe Ham Chassis, this is an old car, but it goes good. And Rat on a Machine under the hood, Buzzy and John Williams do my gear work. And my crew, my wife's spotting for me is spot on, as they say. So we got to thank all them people and everybody involved in this team.
We're crossing our T's and dotting our I's week in and week out, and spending as much time as we need on the scale and with the setup, and it's showing. I mean, car's been good, been really good. Yeah, I mean, tonight I felt like one of them nights where if it's a 35 lapper, we would have been right with Tommy. Good battle with Darrell, clean as always, and the same deal. I mean, hats off to Tommy. Them guys been struggling, and it's good to see him get a win. And we're happy with our second place. I mean, we're keeping our run alive and stay consistent.
Well, we had a good car. We started seventh. We went green checkered, and car was good. We just been working on it all season, just picking away, and we getting better and better each week. And if it wasn't for the crew and the guys, we'd be struggling still. So guys are working hard, and it's making it easier for me. It is. It's a blast. Me and Adam have raced against each other since the early 2000s between Monadnock and here in Claremont. So we've had a lot of laps against each other. We've had a lot of bumping and banging with each other, but we know what each other can handle and so on. So it makes for some fun racing and some clean racing. The Botticello Incorporated, Bob Phil Racing, Sun Valley Tax Services, Val Home Productions, Boylan Overhead Doors, Jarmock Farms and Val Home Productions and Studio 10 Wraps. Without any of them, none of this would be possible.
It says our team is never give up attitude, and we always strive to be the best. If we don't go out there and win the race, we finish third. Surprisingly, we're not happy with that. So we're always striving for podiums. Top 3 is a great night. We're always going for the win, though. I got to thank Bonza for jinxing me on that 35-week streak. He told me, he's like, oh, you're going to go out there and finish 6th, and I did. So I got to thank Bonza for that. But tonight's race, I wasn't giving that up. Even with the restarts, it's hard, get the field bunched back up. I was kind of hoping we were going to go green to checker like last week, but every week doesn't go the same. So kind of just play the cards that are dealt to me, and I wasn't going to let this one slip out of my hands. I had good guys behind me, the 10, the 14, and I knew the 28 and 23 weren't too far behind him. So just kind of had to thank my sponsors: Aspinall Farm, Rosati's, Bobcat of Connecticut, LNS Equipment, Ranco Collision Repair, Jeans Ford and Chevy, Delivery Solutions LLC, Riley Generators, McConey Setup Shop, CT Ceramic Coatings. Without all the support that they give me, I just had a huge crowd out in Victory Lane for the photo. So without all of them, I wouldn't be here to do that. And with my team's hard work, my dad, my aunt, my uncle, my sister, my girlfriend, my buddy Scott had to leave early tonight, but he wanted me to park it because he's not going to be here next week. So we did it for him. I got to dedicate this win to my buddy Luke. We lost him in the offseason, so I know he's smiling down, and he was always excited to see how I finished, and especially if I put it in victory lane. So thanks to everybody that comes out and helps me every week. Flow Racing, Sudoku, the track. I enjoy doing this. My team gives me a really good car, and it's my job to go out there and have fun and live everybody's dream.
It was an eventful night. Started off, the transponder wasn't working, so we had all sorts of problems there. Through practice, car didn't feel 100% like we wanted it to. Had an all right heat race, and then this race right here, the feature race, it was a lot of action. I just tried to keep my head down and push through everything and make some good passes and play some defense, and we got it done. I would have ideally liked to start on the inside on him and try to work him from there, but he's fast, and I gave it what I got, but I couldn't get him. I got to thank my dad first and foremost, Mike, Rob, Pete, Joe Ham, Jerry, everybody that helps us with the car, JRC Transportation, DRR Transportation, Chow Restaurant, Joseph Friedman, and if I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry.
Well, I kind of got lucky with all the cautions. They kind of fell my way. I was having a little problems with forward drive, so I just kept picking them off one at a time. They kind of chop you a little bit here and there, so you got to really dig for it and really push by them. So it was playing the traffic thing. So, but we brought it home in third, and I'm kind of happy with that. But I would have liked the win. But I'm happy for Jeremy and Matt Scapini. They had a good run, so I think we still have a little bit. We can do a little bit better. A couple points isn't much. I think it's maybe 2 positions. So I just got to keep on digging and work hard. Nothing's given to you here. So, and I have to give a shout out to DMW Graphics for all they do for me. Him and their family, they do the graphics for next to nothing. So I have to really thank them. Napa of Tallinn, MWI. Mobile Electric Company, Rad Auto Machine, all the associated sponsors, and it's just without all those people, Williams Gears, without all those little guys, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, the car was awesome. It was a tough day, just getting the car out into the track. We had a couple issues in practice, but for the feature, it was dialed in. And once I got out front early, I just wanted to stay smooth and hit my line and just try to kind of conserve something for the end in case it got crazy. You never know with these races, so I didn't really even push it too hard, honestly, until that last restart. I had some heavy hitters right around me, so I knew I had to get out and get away from them as quick as I could and make them chase me. So awesome night for us for sure. I don't have a rear view mirror, so I don't know. I was just focused on what's going forward, and my spotter had my back. So, he just told me to keep hitting my line, keep being smooth, and we'll worry about the rest later. So, couldn't tell you. I know it felt good being out front. Oh, man, I got to thank all my sponsors, AJ Waste, KMP Landscaping, MTP Trucking, North Stafford, Crumbling Foundations, Shore Haven Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling. I know I'm forgetting some people here, and I apologize, but my crew, my spotter, Danny, my whole family, a lot goes into this each week for us, so it's awesome to be back in Victory Lane.
We had to start 18th, so that certainly didn't help nothing, but it was, it was definitely a good car. It came through the field pretty quick, and it's tough. It took all 35 of the 40 laps to come through the field. Everyone's pretty damn good, too, so it's cool. It's fun to race like that with people you can race well with, and I just can't thank everyone enough that makes this happen. Newtown Pools, Air Gas, Doug Dunleavy sponsoring the event tonight. He's the man, and just everyone who helps me. Superior Refinishing, the Jensen family, Tony Altieri. Just can't do this without them. Yeah, as long as we can, keep the competition fair and people can continue to get, some kind of tire a week. It's all about that, unfortunately. But I know that people are doing everything they can to try and make it so it's a non-issue. So, yeah, I feel like we definitely have a good balanced race car, and we're going to continue to work on it.
It was a good race. We started off real well. We got a little tight, and towards the end, the two guys were just running away a little bit, and I kind of settled in, and then they got together. And unfortunately for them, we were able to get the lead. But after that, we held on to it and kept going. Yeah, I mean, I just put a little more rear brake to it, try to free it up, and it seemed to help it. So we got rolling again, and here we are. I got to thank my wife for putting up with all this. All my guys, my family, kids. I got Todd Owen, Butcher, Chassis Pro, all the guys over there. They build a heck of a car, and it's I think it shows it. I got to thank Vernon Chevrolet, our Carry Motors, A+ Fire Protection, Summersville Auto Sales, Big Hoss. Just everyone that helps us out. I mean, we won't be here without them.
The car was great. Big thanks to Brian Sullivan for helping me out there. And car was on rails. Short run wasn't what I wanted it to be. Big thanks to Matthews for giving me all the room in the world, running me clean. I had the groove, just I couldn't get in the turn as fast as he could, and he outran me, got the positions. Props to him. A lot of cautions, or it's green and checkered, you notice it, but there's a couple cautions here and there. It's not really, I mean, it's 20 more laps, but I mean, it's not noticeable, but the patience definitely is a big factor in the 40 lapper, and a lot of drivers don't have that yet, but we started 16th and I finished second, so there's not many complaints there. Child Environment Home, Sensor Machine, Carry Motors, Tolland and Napa Tolland, SC Landscaping, Competitive Edge Coatings, Rad Auto Machine, J Ragos, and everybody that helped back at the shop. I got a text on last Monday from Brian Sullivan saying, "Hey, I'm not racing. I'm bringing you to the track." So I got my button gear and got the car ready, and they helped me and all his guys. Mark, my dad. Bill, Chris, Glenn, Robbie, Rick, Christian, and an amazing girlfriend, just everybody that helped me out. I couldn't do it without them.
It was just overall, it was a really good night. We had a car that fired off really great, and I think if this was a regular 20-lapper, I think we definitely had something to win. After taking 3 weeks off and then coming back to this, we were running top 3 last time. Came out here, run top 3. I've never finished as good in the 40-lapper. I think last year I finished 11th or something like that, and just to come back here, this is a win for us. We wanted to win, but this is a win. Just to finish this good in the 40-lapper, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we have a good idea of what we need going forward. Like I said, we definitely had a car that if this was a regular 20-lap race, I think we definitely had something to contend. We had to do a little bit more homework just to get with Debus and Pearl, and Bissett. He's fast too. So we're just gonna go home, do our homework, and we'll figure out what we got. Wayne's Auto Body. My father, he does majority of the work. He builds the car, and he builds rocket ships, as you guys can see. My girlfriend, Fox Pest Control, CWPM. Mark, Andrew, Frank, JJ, everybody at Petty Cash Motorsports. They've been helping us out a lot this year, and it means a lot coming from them. Chloe. Anybody else? I don't know. I think that's it.